Alright, let's get ready to rumble. Why are there 3 enemies in one lane? This is strange. Very strange. Why are there 3 enemies in this lane? Okay. I think I can. I need to spam some stuff. Battle Hunger tends to work better against melee opponents rather than ranged, because it's harder for them to kill a creep without getting damage themselves. Also, my Huskar here seems pretty weak. Someone asked, what is the difference between Dota and League of Legends? Well, Dota is superior, so that's about the difference that you got there. Also, this Huskar is about... Oh, man, what are you doing? Can we spam this guy? Can we harass? Oh, yes, we can. One more. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, come on. Come on. Yeah. He's dead. Alright, that's nice. I love Battle Hunger, because late game, Battle Hunger doesn't do shit, but early game, it's so cheap. It's such a cheap way to harass your opponent. Okay, that was probably a waste because he's by the tower, so he's going to be able to kill a creep and get rid of it. But I still think I chomped away a good amount of his HP there. Do you have any suggestions on getting traffic to an online store? Well, one of the first suggestions there is you're going to have to offer something that other people aren't offering. Because what I noticed with online stores, and this is through my own mistakes with the supply company, is that people will sell something that everyone else is already selling and not really have a value add, and then wonder why they're not getting traffic. I mean, you could do what a lot of people try to do, which is sell on eBay and Amazon at ridiculously low rates and barely make any money, if anything, in the hopes that that little piece of paper you include in the box that says 5% off if you use our website will actually get you clients, but that's, you know, it's going to take a while to get any business using that method. And it's going to cost you a lot. But that's one method. What's the situation on repair your own stuff on your own with more repairable products? That's really vague. That's almost like asking, so what's up with abortion? I don't really know how to answer that question. Yeah, that's a fairly difficult to answer question. It's like saying, what's up with the weather? I don't know. Clouds are still clouding, rain is still raining, sun is still sunning. And my trackball, I really got to replace this trackball. I keep talking about it and I never actually replace it. My work trackballs kick ass. My home one I've cleaned over and over, tried water, alcohol, Windex. Doesn't seem to, just don't work the way it used to. I tried turning off pointer precision and slowing the pointer to see if that at least gives me something in the meantime to work with. I wonder if Zeus is still as cheap early game as he used to be, because he used to be able to just have these spells that you had low mana use, virtually no refresh time, and a lot of mana, so he would just spam you until you were dead. Kind of curious if that's still the case with Zeus. That's okay. Let's see. Come on. He's making fun of my items. That's fine. You make fun all you want. What do you got? How are you doing, Mr. Gus? Yeah, I got 1 kill, 0 deaths. You got 1 kill, 1 death. Make fun all you want, mofo. I have superior stats to you. Ah, he's gonna keep making fun of my items, that fuck. He's gonna keep making fun of it. Alright, I see how it is. You're like that kid in school that always used to point out that he was wearing Nikes and I was wearing Everlast. I remember when I went to junior high school at IS-24 in Staten Island. Such a fucking dump. Like, the quality of people that went to that school. And just the neighborhood and what it attracted. Ugh. But I remember every single day, every kid in the class, because their parents were well off, were wearing Adidas, Reebok, Nike, all this shit. I was wearing Everlast, which is the $10 shoe that you can get at Kmart. And the kids, I remember there was this one kid, Chris, in the class that used to laugh and ask me who bought my shoes or where they come from, and I would just not answer him because I knew what it was going. I was like, you know, I say Kmart, and then they'd all laugh and go, "You're poor." Funny thing is, I think that person actually works as a sanitation worker now, which is, again, like, you know, I'm not saying that sanitation people don't work hard and work their balls off. I just find it really interesting that the kid who used to make fun of me for being poor because I wore shoes from Kmart now makes as much as my receptionist does. It's just, you know, one of those karma things. I think that's what Facebook was created for. I'm fairly certain that the only thing that Facebook is good for is to, like, look up all those situations and realize that the guy that made fun of you for this now has a job as a janitor at a mini golf course and stuff like that, but yeah. Then there was this other kid that I remember at lunch one day. He found a Kmart bag and he held it up and he started yelling Kmart, and then all the kids looked at it and started giggling, and then they all looked at me and started laughing because I was wearing Everlast shoes and some other crap from Kmart. It's like, wow. And people wonder why I make fun of Staten Island. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's like the shit that people make fun of each other over, it was so fucking stupid. It's like, yes, my parents are broke and they live in a neighborhood that's not broke. You can, like, you know, find something else now. Anyway. But yeah, he keeps making fun of me for my boots. Okay, he's 2-1 now, and I'm 1-0. So we're at least now on some even playing field. I got to get another kill so that I have the right to make fun of him. Is it safer to desolder an SD slot with wick to not damage this plastic part? You could try, but it's going to be a nightmare. It's never going to come out the way you want. Like, you could keep trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying, but you're going to risk ripping pads. What I would suggest doing to get it off is take the nozzle off of your hot air station and use maybe 300 Celsius and do it from really far away for a really long time. Because that's the thing, you can use hot air and do it. It's just you have to be really, really, really patient. You have to use the exact temperature that the solder melts at, or close to the exact temperature the solder is going to melt at, and not much more. Oh, why no last hit? Last hit. Last hit. I'm not paying attention. This is bad. Damn you, Zeus. Yeah, Battle Hunger is useless on someone like him. Not only is he a ranged hero, but he can just spam so many mana attacks that it's a real waste of mana for me to utilize that on him. How's right to repair going during the CCP virus? Ooh, I got to do an update video on that actually, because remember how everybody thought that, you know, the Washington senators really did a great job and they grilled the anti-repair lobbyists? Yeah, that bill's not going anywhere. If you check it on Bill Track, you'll see that it just kind of quietly died. Someone told me through the grapevine that apparently, because I used Charlie Brown's face in a thumbnail and I used the word clueless to describe his testimony, that they found that offensive, so he decided not to be at the negotiating table with the politicians. And as a result of that, the politicians said, well, if the other side's not at the negotiating table, then we're not gonna consider anything. And like, what are you talking about negotiating table? This person is paid to take away consumer rights. Like, it's not an... What are you talking about? Well, you're a politician. You're a senator. You have the ability to sign or sponsor a bill or move it forward or not move it forward regardless of what a lobbyist says. Like, why do you need a lobbyist for the CTA to be in the room when you're considering the bill? And if that lobbyist decides, you know what, I just don't want to show up, what, there's no progress in society? Like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, regardless of what you may think about, let's say, the Koch brothers, right? Let's say that you have a bill that says, do not spill oil into rivers. And would you tell the public, you know, we wanted to vote on this, but the Koch Industries lobbyist was not in the room, so we decided not to. No, I mean, if it's something that's really complex or whatever, maybe, but if it's some like common sense shit like that, are you really telling me that you don't vote on legislation without the opposition lobbyists in the room? I mean, that's just some crony ass shit right there. And it told me everything that I needed to know, because that's one of the most progressive sections of the country. So if you can't, you know, the Washington legislature, that's one of the most progressive sections of the country. So if you're telling me that in the most progressive section of the country, a corporate lobbyist needs to be in the room for you to even consider a bill, not, you know, sign it, but consider it, then I give up. I don't know what to do. I really have no idea what to do. Because it's not like I cursed the guy out and said, you're a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. I included his name in the thumbnail with his picture, and I said this guy is clueless. And the reason I said this guy is clueless is because he was saying that independent repair could install TikTok on your phone, which is that's stupid. That's not something that's ever happened. That's not a customer concern. We don't have the ability to do that if you don't give us a passcode. The manufacturer of the device has put far more fucking invasive spyware on there than any of us have. Google is spying on you way more than I am, or I have the capability to. You know, it was dumb. So I said it was dumb. And if I can't say that and you know what? If a lobbyist is going to say that we got offended, so we are not so don't consider the legislation, you're giving them a blank check to just never get any progress done, because you could just say, I'm offended. I just don't play that game. And also, there were many times in the past where I did not do anything like this, and the legislation still died, so I refuse to be used as a scapegoat for it. But I mean, it's not going to get anywhere. Sounds like they're looking for anything to use as a scapegoat, my feelings. Yeah, it's sad. So the reason that I do this right to repair lobbying is not because I think any of these laws are even have a chance of getting anywhere. Don't get me wrong. If you had more than one person show up in support at any of these hearings, you would. But it's very rare that you have more than one or two people from the state show up. It's because I want people that work at these companies to see what it's like. So there was an employee of Apple, and I'm not going to give any even remote details on time or department or anything like that, because I'd prefer that he not wind up in a prison cell somewhere. But he was, we talk from time to time, and he tells me things that are of interest to me. And one of the things I remember him showing me was some memo, apparently from inside Apple, where someone was going, really? Like the guy linked to one of my videos and said, really? Is this why we're doing things the way we're doing? Is this what I'm a part of now? And he it seemed fairly agitated. But what I want is for people who are the individual parts of the company to recognize what's going on and stop. And once they wake up, stop being a part of it. Because one of the conversations I was having with Duke, Duke said a long time ago, you know, I used to really want to speak to someone that works at Apple, but now the more time goes on, the more I think that I'd be, even if I did ever have that golden opportunity, that I would be disappointed. Because I would not be speaking to someone who understands the whole system. I'd be speaking to the guy that handles the clock circuit, or the guy that handles the backlight circuit, or the guy that handles the Thunderbolt circuit, or the guy that handles the charging circuit, and none of them would really understand how all the parts go together. None of them would understand which section is to turn on first, or blah, blah, blah. But the point of that is, I think that each person is only responsible for a very small segment of the design of the overall product. And they don't really understand why it is they're doing what they're doing or how the whole system works together. But I'd like them to gain some awareness of what's going on, and I'd like them to gain some awareness of why they may be being asked to do a certain thing, or how how them doing their job contributes to repair not being possible. And if all those little people get together and say, oh, well, I'm not going to be a part of this, or I'm not going to do that, then the company has a serious problem, because the anti-repair executives are then not going to be able to get this anti-repair design passed, because the actual designers are going to say, no, screw you, I'm not doing that. And that's what I'm hoping for. And what I'm hoping for is for those types of people that read Hacker News. And one sec, I gotta mute this fuck because he keeps pinging me. It's so fucking annoying. Oh, look, the guy that was making fun of me is now 2-5. Look at that. Look at that, fuckface. I'm 2-0 and you're 2-5. Suck my balls. Anyway, what I'm hoping is for the type of people that read Hacker News and /dot that work at Apple or Google or Samsung or companies like this to say, wait a second. I don't want to be a part of this. Is this what I'm a part of? Oh, hell no, employer. You want my code? You want my hardware design? You're going to stop doing this. And the more disgusting the testimony that these companies use is, the easier it is to get that done. So I want them to see my struggle there. I want them to see what I'm going up against. I want them to see me give reasonable testimony, and then hear me get, tackled by someone that says the game plays the console, and for them to just think, no, I'm not working at a company where I am represented by this dumbass that says that the game plays the console, this dumbass that talks about how replacing a battery is going to, destroy the concept of consumer safety. So that's where the real revolution is going to happen. It's not going to happen politically. The hearings are simply theater to get people aggravated at how out of touch everybody is, in the hopes that someday the people that have a power to change things will decide they want to change things. All right, I'm 4-1. I could live with that. I don't want an assist, Paul Daniels. I want a kill. A kill! Paul Daniels is in the chat watching me die. Paul Daniels enjoys watching me die. Alright, a little bit of farming here. Is Paul Daniels writing his comments through his own software? If he was, I don't think they'd be making it to the chat. Would you consider running for political office? No, absolutely not. No way in hell. Running for political office means that people are essentially out to... Here's what they do. Here, let me explain the way this is going to work. And everybody's going to say, no, that's not the way it works, you're overreacting, blah, blah, blah. So we are all human. What being human means is that sometimes we're hypocrites, sometimes we're jealous, sometimes we're scared, sometimes we're angry, sometimes we're fearful, sometimes we want to do the good thing, and we have good intentions, but then we do the wrong thing in the pursuit of it, or sometimes we think something's a good idea, and we go too far down it, and we think, oh crap, we can't go back. And what happens is we wind up doing things that are wrong as a result of the fact that we're human. So when you try to become elected to a political office, you're going to say things that go against someone else's interest. And when you say something that goes against someone else's interests, what they're going to do is they're not going to say, I don't support this person because they're against my interest. They're going to say, I don't support this person because look at what they did 3 years ago. They're a bad person. You wouldn't want to support someone who's a bad person, right? Exactly. So what they do is they dig up every single little thing you've ever done or said that isn't perfect. And of course, you're going to do things that are imperfect. You've probably done things that are illegal. You've probably done things that are fucked up that you don't even remember that you did, but you did them because you're a human. And fuck. Oh, I just got owned. Who the hell fed that Legion Commander? How is Legion Commander level 19? What the fuck? Okay, no more going on my own. Anyway. So, the Q ability would not have done shit to me there. I would have still been dead. That's a fucking level 19 Legion Commander. Anyway, so what they do is they say, it's not that we oppose this person because they're going to raise taxes, or we oppose this person because they're going to lower the social safety net, or we oppose this person because of too much or too little environmental regulation. It's, we oppose this person because one day they said something angry and mean on Twitter. Or, one time, 5 years ago, they got this thing wrong while doing their taxes. And then they didn't, and then when they figured out they did it wrong, they just swept it under the rug, or whatever the fuck it is. Like, there's always something that you can find on people. And I don't really feel like there being an incentive to have tens to hundreds of millions of people digging through every single little thing I've said and done to paint me as a piece of shit. Because people will say, well, why are there no honest politicians? Normal people are honest, politicians are not. And I think that's incorrect. I think that there are a lot of people that are as dishonest as politicians. It's just once you're put under that magnifying glass, you realize that very few people are as perfect as people expect them to be. And the big problem nowadays is that people expect their politicians to be perfect. And the thing, then that went in the other direction with Trump, where people said, oh, you know what, I just don't care about any of the bad stuff we uncover about this person. Oh, you flip-flopped on this position? Who cares? You said this thing and it wound up not being true? Who cares? You did this, you said this and it was mean? Who cares? You did this and it was unprofessional? Who cares? You said people should inject this? Who cares? So we're kind of in the downswing of that, where people have, like, retaliated against it. But that still is something that really only seems to apply to Trump and not other politicians. Yeah, Charlie Brown and Eugene would definitely say people should dislike me for doxing them. Like, Eugene would come out and call me a bully, I'm sure. It would be... But yeah, I think a lot of people in society expect their politicians to be perfectly clean and perfect, and they're not. They're fucking humans. And the more you dig on a human being, the more you're gonna find nasty, disgusting shit that you don't want to know about. It's one of the things I often say on this channel. You say, you're a good person in the comments. Anytime I've actually read my comments and I have time to reply and I see that, I go, no, I'm not. I'm just a person who, in this particular instance, is advocating for something that you agree with. But don't think that I'm a great person because of that. Because what's going to happen is the moment you realize I did something that you dislike, then what? Now I'm a bad person? Now you don't agree with me? Now you're going to dislike right to repair simply because I went for it? Because that's the other funny thing with politics. Is there are people, I remember one person in my comments that said, I was with right to repair, and then I saw this social justice warrior person that you included in a video that was also for right to repair, so now I'm not. And that's the fucked up part, when people realize, oh wait, this politician disagrees with something I disagree with, now I don't like any of the causes that they're for. I don't want people to realize that because I'm an imperfect, Lewis is an imperfect human who's done screwed up things in the past, but that means that right to repair is also a crock of shit. So I just don't want to submit myself to any of that crap. And what's the reward for it? Like, if you look at the salaries of many of these politicians, what is the actual reward for submitting yourself to that level of misery? You get, like, the politicians in Maine, they get something like what, $15,000 a year? Like, no thank you. I'm not even saying that it would be worth it for me for $1 million a year, but... Alright, I'm about to die, I don't have any mana, and these people probably run faster than I do. Fuck. Yeah, dead. Alright, I'm still 5-3. This is sad. This guy that kept pinging me and getting agitated at my items is 2-11. The worst feeder on the team is the guy that was picking on me for having boots. Let me just point that out here. I'm 5-3. He's 2-11. Ugh. 19-1. Yeah, that Legion Commander is just something else. I think we could kill the Legion Commander if we all came together and all fought him at once, but we're probably not going to have that opportunity because the game is going to be over soon. Two and 11. That's disgusting. I need to get myself a neutral item. I'm not running in if I'm gonna get killed. I need to know that you guys are all in with me. Are you in? Oh, fuck. Oh, wow. I got hit 3 times and Legion killed me. God damn, you fed that Legion Commander. I got hit 3 times and I'm dead. Thank you, F Hero. Alright, this is game over. This is useless to even do any try. Level 9? Are you kidding me? You're fucking level 9 and you... No. Get the fuck out of this game. I don't want to hear any bitching or criticism of... No. Level 9. Oh my god. Oh, someone got greedy. Alright, Huskar got greedy. Whoa. Did the Legion Commander just die? No, Legion Commander didn't die. Legion Commander hit me twice and I had 100 HP. Wow. Jesus. What? Come on, get greedy. Just get greedy for a second so I can freaking... Oh, get greedy. Get greedy. Come on, Legion, get greedy. Oh! Dead! Wait, that wasn't Legion that I killed, was it? That was Legion! Oh, we're gonna... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you too, Medusa. And you. Fuck you, Rock. Okay. Too bad that the entire barracks are dead. I'm really trying here. I'm trying to get something done. Hey, I'm trying, but it looks like they have super creeps. Well, one of Legion Commander's deaths is now, I can say, mine. Can't be too angry. Alright. I forgot mega creeps, they're gonna kill me. Let's heal a little. I mean, this is hopeless, but I'm gonna stay to the end. I'm gonna stay to the end. Let's see what I can get going. Oh, this is so sad. Fucking 2 and 14. 1 and 10. 1 and 9. Oh my god. You fucking kidding? You're still making fun of my items. You piece of shit. You're 2 and 14. Shut the fuck up. My items ain't the problem, mofo. Is there a way that I can ping his score? I don't think I'm allowed to comment at the moment. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. My behavior score. Ah, shit. Yeah, there's no coming back from this. They're all gonna get killed in one foul swoop. And there's super creeps. If there weren't super creeps, I think there'd be a bit of a chance to at least kill one of them. Nah. Lame. So I'm 7-4-3. I can be happy with that. Okay, you were feeding. That there's no. I don't know if that's just like intentional or just because you suck, but I report. Alright, now we wait for the next game. Hey. Next game.